All right. Welcome once again to Sin Bin Stream. Tonight, NHL doubleheader action. We start out with the Carolina Hurricanes at the Washington Capitals, Washington, D.C. Hope you're having a great Thursday and are ready for some hockey action. All right, audio's good. Excuse me. Just about over this cold, I hope. And I saw in the pregame that we got Brandon Bussey in net for Carolina, not Frederick Anderson. As we see Ovi getting suited or his uniform on. I'm sure this is recorded earlier and be a little bit late now. All right, still waiting for the rosters. Other game tonight will be at 9 o'clock. Buffalo Sabres at Vancouver Canucks. All right. What is with YouTube Studio? Okay, there. Now it's working. Excuse me. I guess that's close enough. All right. Let's see. Other games, yeah. All starting at 6. We got Sharks, Maple Leafs, Lightning, Devils, Golden Knights, Flyers. That game's on ESPN if you have it. Ducks, Islanders, Canadians, Penguins, and Hurricanes, Capitals. And then also Senators, Blue Jackets. 13 games tonight. Blues, Predators at 7. Stars, Wild, Bruins, Jets also at 7. Red Wings, Oilers 8. Again, it's all Central. Panthers, Avalanche. So ESPN does have a doubleheader, 2.5 hours apart though. And then again, I'll be back with Sabres, Canucks at 9:05, about 3 hours from now. Big game though, as far as the standings go. This is the number 1 versus number 2 in the Metropolitan, and the Hurricanes have a game in hand. Identical records, except that the Caps have one more overtime or shootout loss. Overtime or shootout loss. So this is game 2 of a 3-game set. Washington beat Carolina in Carolina 4-1 November 11th. Game 3 back in Washington again, January 31st. All right, we're still at commercial. I don't know why we're not like really close to starting here. Well, it will be Brandon Bussey, who's 9-1-0, 209 goals against average, 909 save percentage, and he has 1 shutout. So he's playing more lately, and rightfully so. I'm pretty sure I've done 3 of his games when the Hurricanes have been on, and he's been pretty good. All right, we have the Hurricanes broadcast. If it seems to be a little bit more behind, we will try the Capitals broadcast. I don't know if there's some ceremony or what. Did it just freeze? No. All right, looks like we're finally doing the anthem, I think. Oh, man, they went back to commercial. Come on. All right, you know what? Let's go to the Capitals feed. All right, yeah, because we should be starting soon. Okay, they don't have the roster report yet. All right, we'll see how that's. All right, so as mentioned, it will be Brandon Bussey versus Logan Thompson. We knew Bussey, but now it's Logan Thompson. Hurricanes will be in white, Capitals in red. Hey, people first, Yukon. Hello. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking in the chat. All right, starting forwards. Carrier, Martinook, Stahl. That's for the Carolina Hurricanes. Defensive pairing, Gostisbehere, and Chatfield. For the Caps, McMichael, Strome, and Ovechkin. And the defensive pairing, Van Riemsdyk and Sandin. All right, Logan Thompson, 13-6-2, 196 goals against average, 925 save percentage, 1 shutout. Bussey, as I mentioned earlier, 9-1-0, 209 goals against, 909 save percentage, and he has 1 shutout. How does he say it? Gostisbehere. Okay, Gostisbehere. Okay, I'll remember that. Underway. Quick draw behind the Caps net. All right, they are going. Caps are in red, going right to left. Canes in white, going left to right. Quick shot from a tough angle and a save. Shot by Stahl, save, of course, by Thompson. No shot on goal yet? I guess that was wide? All right. Excuse me. All right, waiting for the draw. Aho. Canes keep it in. Send it behind the Washington net. Up the far boards. Blocked. Now Washington skates it out over the red line. And behind the net. Oh, big hit. Oh, man, there's going to be tempers flaring soon. Gostisbehere got hit, pardon me, and retaliation came swiftly. Off the near glass by the penalty box and then dumped in by Carolina. Washington passes it through the front of the net to Chychrun. Down into the near corner. Chatfield sends it up the far boards. Kept in at the blue line. I don't know if that hit something, but it got deflected into the near boards. 1-0 shots on goal, Washington. Back to the blue line, and Washington takes over. Stolen into the near circle. Oh, off a skate. Backhand pass all the way to the far boards. Far circle. Now Chatfield. Long shot deflected and into the far corner. And still kept in. Near side shot. Saved by Thompson, and it deflected into the netting behind the goal. 18:16 to go. They still say no shots for Carolina. I guess none of these were on target. Yeah, of course, Wilson drilled maybe he got Miller. I don't know why I thought it was and then it all right. They just kicked out a Capital from the draw. Come on, just drop the puck. Face off, won by Carolina, sent still in the near boards. Blue line pass was blocked behind the boards and scooped up by Washington into the far circle, behind the net, into the near corner. Battle for the puck and dumped in again to the far corner. Scooped up by Duhaime. But now, excuse me, the Capitals bring it out. Jankowski makes a hit behind the net. The puck is in the near corner, centered and taken away by Florida. And they make a cross-ice pass, dump in. Picked up in the far corner. Now behind the net. Caps keep it in. Backhander into the near corner. Backhander out by Carolina at the red line. Washington gets a change. Capitals trying to get a couple. Centering pass in the slot. Got through, though, and taken away by Carolina into the near boards and into the far corner. Now the puck is loose into the near boards. Sent to the red line. Now to the far circle. Centering pass. Got through for Washington and into the near corner. Battle now and sent back to the near circle. Big rebound off an Ovechkin shot. Yeah, now suddenly it's 3-2 shots on goal. All right. Excuse me. Puck is in the near corner for Carolina. They send it around. Kept in at the blue line. At the point. Shot. Blocked. Puck deflected. Chatfield dumps it into the far corner behind the net. And Carolina takes it to the far circle, pardon me. And another long shot. That one steered aside by Thompson into the far corner. And Chychrun, I believe, got it to Waugh, who briefly got it out. Now it's picked up by Wilson, and he dumps it into the far corner. Carolina is 8-4-1 on the road this season. I think they just put up there. All right, lost by Stahl on the far boards and into the far circle, Washington. Puck went into the netting on a pass, deflected, 15-33. And they say 4-2 shots on goal now for Carolina. 9 wins in first 10 career games. Bussy is, he was like in the top 5 for goalies. The rookie. All right. Over into the ozone, a shot from the top of the near circle is saved by Thompson into the near corner. Shot was by Martinook. And iced by the Capitals at 15:09. All right, yeah. Near circle draw. And did they kick out? Nope. Stankoven's still there. He wins the draw for Carolina. Near corner behind the net. Now sent back to the near corner. Still not dug out. Finally, Washington clears it. That was Protas. Wilson trying to get it in the far corner, into the near corner. Carolina sends it out to the red line. Dumped in by Wilson now. And was that Aho? No, Nikishin who took the hit, pardon me. Caps still have it in the near boards. Back to the blue line and out. Nobody there to keep it in. 5-2 shots on goal, Carolina now. Near boards for the Caps. The puck gets away. Carolina going the other way up the near boards. Centering pass behind the net, though, and into the slot, missed and taken away by Beauvier. And into the near circle. Puck is sent to the far corner, scooped up by Duhaime. Carolina tries to get it behind their own net. It's centered. That shot was high. Behind the net now. Carolina gets it to the blue line and takes it over the red line. They tried to backhand it in, but they had to tag up because they would have been offside. And a counter move by Milano into the near corner. Up the near boards for Carolina and out. Over the red line in the far circle now. They lose the puck again. Picked up by Chitrin. And dumped in from the red line. And, nope, not from the red line. That was icing at 13:06. So no under 14 media timeout yet. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Thanks. All right, let's make Washington white. It's kind of hard to see the lettering, I noticed. All right, back underway at the red line and dumped in for Washington. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Taken away by Carolina off the near boards. Not out. Now it's out, but picked up. Nope, over into the near circle. Shot. Rebound got away from Thompson. Another. That was not a shot. A nice pass attempt, but no shot. 6-2. If they could have jumped on that rebound, man, Carolina would have had it. Oh, the Caps just whiffed on a great pass from the near circle to the far circle and just completely whiffed. Otherwise, they could have taken the 1-0 lead. All right. Washington behind their own net. Sandin with it. Sends it up the near boards. Battle by the... Well, dumped in again by Carolina. Thompson plays it around to the far boards. And now it's out. Taken over by Carolina in their own end. Scoring chances, they say 2-2. Into the far circle. Drop pass. They lost it. What are the Caps doing? They dropped it back in their own zone. Almost turned it over. Caps now get it. The Canes get it after a turnover. Chatfield loses it. Going the other way are the Capitals. And another dump in by Carolina. Now in the far corner, behind the net, into the near boards. Kept in at the blue line. Now Washington got it out, and now it's dumped right back into the near corner. That was by Stankoven. Or maybe it's Stankoven. Yeah, we'll see. We'll say Stankoven. I doubt it's Stankoven. All right, under 10:40. Puck going back and forth at the neutral ice. Picked up, sent by the penalty box, back into their own end for Carolina, up the far boards. behind the Capital, well, in the Capital zone near corner. Now it's dumped to the far corner. Picked up by Wah, over to Chitrin. Up ahead. And it's behind the Hurricanes net now. Battle along the far boards. Sent back behind again. Centering pass, shot, and a pretty good save there by Bussy at 9:51, and that should be the under 14 media timeout. All right, shots are 6-3 in favor of Carolina. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the league, see what the scores are. Sharks and Leafs, no score, 9:23 in the first. Holy cow. Lightning 3, Devils 1. 10:54 in the first. Islanders 1-0 over the Ducks, 11:35 in the first. Golden Knights up 1-0 on the Flyers, 9:29 in the first. Senators up 2-0 over the Blue Jackets in Columbus. 2-0 Senators, 9:46 in the first. Canadians, oh, that's right. I saw on Twitter Canadians Penguins is starting 30 minutes late. There was a bad accident on like the main road to get to the arena, so they held the start time of that game back a half hour. I guess NHL.com didn't, update with the change start time. So, yeah, that's why that game isn't underway. I remember seeing that. I opened up X. Excuse me. 3-1. And then the next one's closest is 2-0. Jeepers. All right, we are on the Capitals feed. Sordiff, okay. I gotta remember to say Sordiff. It looks like Sourdiff. All right, draw a win by the Caps. I'm sorry, by the Canes. Caps take it behind their own net. Into the far corner. Puck is loose in the slot. Backhanded shot. Steered aside, but kept in by the Canes. And now the Caps take it out. And again, we're going back and forth at the neutral ice. And then it's catch up to the puck, camera. Behind the net. Behind the Carolina net. Into the far corner. And finally skated out by Carolina and dumped in. Hello, Gracie. Thanks for being here. That's right. You got a little bit to wait on for the Sabres game. All right, 7-3 shots on goal. Still at the neutral ice. Now up the far boards into the far corner. Sent to the near corner for Washington. And behind the net to Protas. To the far circle. Now the blue line. That shot looked like it was blocked in the slot. Didn't get in on net. All right, back to the near circle. I think the Caps are waiting on a line change. Pass to the far circle, so that was Chitrin to Wah. Puck stolen at the red line. Canes pass it to the slot. A shot. Nice save by Thompson, and he hangs on. At 8 minutes to go, and that will be the under 10 media timeout because we got the under 14 at under 10. Okay, that's got to be their 8th shot on goal. So Gracie knows who's going to be in net for the Sabres. Is it Lyon or Luukkonen or do they have somebody else in mind? I've already forgot the other guy's name. Oh yeah, what was I totally forgot. Oh, I was gonna look up another name pronunciation. Yeah, it is Stan Coven. I always want to say Stankoven, but it's Stan Coven. I should have known better. It is going to be Lyon. Okay, thanks. Not sure who will be in net for Vancouver. Lankinen or Demko. Oof, Lankinen struggling. Thought he was the starter at the beginning of the year. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, because let's see. I think I changed my mind on a Saturday game. I think I'm gonna do Hurricanes Flyers because I was gonna do Caps Jets, but man, the Jets are so bad. I think this Carolina Flyers game is more intriguing to me, but there's still time to change my mind. Yeah, reminder 9:05, so about 2.5 hours from now. Buffalo Sabres at Vancouver Canucks. Wonderful job. Back underway. They missed quite a bit of time there. ESPN Plus late getting back, I guess. Capitals with the puck. Trying to make sure I'm live. I can't even. It says we are. Awesome. Well, we may be switching to the Hurricanes broadcast after that noise. All right, yeah, it is 8-3. I don't know why they didn't put that shot on goal sooner. All right. Oh, that's right. The rookie got hit in the head, right? Yeah, concussion protocol. I totally forgot about that till I saw IR in your message. All right, thanks. Oh, that stinks. That was such a dirty hit. Dumped in by Washington. Not a lot going on in this game, I got to be honest. Thought these teams would be firing a little more. Shot there from the far circle. Saved by Bussy. That was a shot by Milano. Going the other way, far circle. Tough angle shot. Saved by Thompson and held on. That was off the stick of Taylor Hall. Should have remembered that. Shots are now 8. Oh, come on. It's got to be more than 8-3. It's probably 9-4 now. Let's see. Oh, okay. 8-4 according to TV. So that last one wasn't on net? At any rate, face off to the far circle. And we're waiting. Caps win the draw behind their own net. Puck is taken away by Carolina. Chatfield with a blast. Big rebound in the near circle. And taken by Van Riemsdyk for the Caps behind the net. And now a pass to the near boards. Van Riemsdyk with it. Pass to the red line. And dumped in by the Caps. But they were offside. And I don't know what the Caps' problem was because they were offside and they had a collision with somebody. But it's like, dude, I think offsides was already called. Now they say 9-4 on the TV, but not on NHL.com. I'm going to hold off then. Yeah, I forgot who hit him in the head. Yep, exactly. All right, dumped in. Caps keep it in at the blue line. Under 6 to go in the opening period. Going the other way. Hurricanes dump it into the near corner. Picked up by Chitrin. Sends it to the near boards. Cross ice pass. Skated in. Far circle. Pass. Centering pass taken away by the Hurricanes. Up the middle. Pass to the near boards. Into the near circle. Oh, nice pass and deflected wide. Couldn't get it on net. Chatfield blue line shot was wide and cleared, but Chatfield takes it at the red line and passes it up the near boards. Both teams getting a line change, and Stahl got hit. Puck is behind the net. McMichael tried to send it up the near boards, and now on the count, nope, dumped in again by Carolina. Sent around behind the net, up the far boards. Come on, camera. Keep up with the puck. Yeah, I think we're going back to Carolina if we're still on the Caps feed. Pass into the near circle. Shot. I think it might have been wide, but it looked like a good blocker save if it wasn't by Thompson. Sent by the Canes behind the net to the far boards, kept in by, let's see, it's picked up by the Caps anyways. Van Riemsdyk with it. He skates it all the way to the blue line and dumps it in. And let's see. Canes get it out. Now they finally put that 9th shot up. I don't know why NHL.com has been so slow tonight. All right, by the penalty box, near boards, and then let's see, into the near corner, Washington behind the net. In the far corner now, Frank trying to get it out of there. Into the near corner, back to the blue line, but not held in by Chitrin. He dumps it in from the red line as the Canes Caps tag up. All right, drop pass, long shot from the blue line is wide. Chitrin sends it to the corner, but the Canes have it, and they get it to Stankoven, and it's dumped in. Sent behind his own net by Thompson into the near corner. Up the near boards, taken by Strome. Pardon the whistle. Dumped into the far corner. Canes take it over the red line, into the near circle. Shot. Gloved up straight up into the air to the far circle. Another shot. And a big rebound. And the Caps counter. Near circle. But it's stolen. Bad pass by Protas. Over the red line, into the ozone. Far circle for Taylor Hall. It's taken away by the Caps. Both teams getting line changes, and the Caps dump it in. In the near corner. Battle for the puck. Now it goes behind the net. And sent up by Stahl. Gloved down by the Caps. Cross ice pass to Protas. Into the near circle, right in front of the net, and that shot goes wide or was saved. Wow. Golden opportunity for the Caps to take the 1-0 lead. It's in the near corner. Back to the blue line. To the near corner again. That's Protas. I think these lines have been out there a while. Both teams, or at least some of them. Oh, collision behind the net. Puck is in the far boards. Van Riemsdyk keeps it in, sends it behind the net. Wrap around, no good. Nice save by Bussy. Great wraparound by Sordiff. And there's a Canes player down. It's Gostishbear. And we got a whistle at 105. Wonder if there's a penalty or no. Thatcher Demko is in net for Canucks. Okay. Not, yep, they just sent, who is that? I don't think the audio worked. Roughing on Connor McMichael. What? That's the wrong. It's on Sordiff. Why did I say McMichael? Oh, I was looking at 24. I thought it was 24, but it's on Sordiff. Yeah. Okay, roughing on Sordiff at 105. My bad. All right, that's the under 6 media timeout. And after that, Carolina has the power play. 11-4 shots on goal. You got Shane Gostishbear. Thatcher Demko. So not Lankinen. Yep. So Lions 4-6-3, 3.22 goals against average, 8.99 save percentage, 1 shutout. Demko 5-4-0, 2.80 goals against average, 9.03 save percentage, but no shutouts. All right. Thanks, Gracie. Oh, let's check on the scores. Let's see. Canadians Penguins just got underway again. A bad accident, so a long traffic jam on the main route to the the Penguins arena. Maple Leafs get on the board 1-0. Joshua was 5th. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm going back to the Canes. I don't know what's going on with the Capitals' feet. No, I don't. Do not want Predators. Come on, damn it. It's not the game I was trying to get. Gosh, this app is so bad. We'll get back to the scores at intermission. Come on, ESPN Plus. All right. Well, 5-on-4 man advantage for Carolina. Still waiting on the draw. They just kicked out a Kane. Face off. Into the near corner, cleared down the length of the ice by the Caps. And Gostishbear picks it up. Caps get it out again over the red line. What is with this camera angle? Shot. And I think that got tipped into the netting at 43.7. Not liking either of these television broadcasts. We'll have to, maybe I'll head back to the Caps after the first intermission. Oh my gosh, back underway. I think they missed the draw. For God's sake, seriously? And the Canes were offsides. Good Lord. 33.4. I don't understand why they kicked Stahl out of that draw. Oh, damn it. I didn't pause the clock. All right. Under 30 to go. Near circle. Drop back to the blue line. At the point. Gostishbear to the near circle. Pass to the far circle. That shot is blocked into the far corner and not kept in by Gostishbear. So he picks it up. There's only 5 seconds left in the period. Into the near boards for Blake and cleared down the length of the ice, and that's the end of the first period. No score and 13-4 shots on goal for the Hurricanes. And the Canes will start the second period with still 55 seconds to go on the power play. All right, let's check on the scores now. First intermission in Toronto. Leafs 1, Sharks nothing. Again, Joshua's fifth. Still 2:27 to go in the first. Lightning 4, Devils 1. Currently, the Devils have a 5-on-3 advantage, though. Islanders 2, Ducks 0 in Long Island. 2:43 in the first. Golden Knights and Flyers tied at 1. First intermission. Flyers will start the second with most of a power play left. Montreal gets on the board first against the Canadiens. Against the Penguins, 1-0 Habs. 14:24 to go. First period. And Senators 3, Blue Jackets 1 in Columbus. 33 seconds to go. Blues Predators in like 25 minutes. Same Stars Wild and Bruins Jets. A little after 8. Central Red Wings Oilers. 8:30, probably closer to 8:52, 8:53 because of the doubleheader on ESPN. Panthers Avalanche. And last game of the night, we will have 9:05 Central, Sabres at Canucks. All right, let's take 4-1 Senators. Amadio at 19:26, his 7th, makes it 4-1 Senators. Jeepers. 2 games that are 4-1 in the first. All right, 13-4 shots on goal, Carolina. Face-offs 7-6, Carolina. Neither team is, Washington hasn't had a power play, and Carolina hasn't finished their first yet. 11-7 hits, Carolina. 6-2 block shots, Washington. 7-3 giveaways, Washington. 1-1 on the takeaways. Again, Washington won the first game 4-1 on November 11th in Carolina. Game 3 will also be in Washington, D.C. That's January 31st in this 3-game series. Excuse me. All right. Seeing if any of these other ones have gotten to the first intermission yet. All right, Senators, Blue Jackets did. 4-1 Senators over the Blue Jackets in Columbus. Again, this game started late. 1-0 Canadians. They pushed the start time back a half hour. Islanders wrapping up a power play, already up 2-0, under a minute to go. Lightning Devils, first intermission, 4-1 Lightning. Radish on the first goal. Hughes tied it up. Holmberg, 2-1 lead, 7:50. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry, Nick Paul is third, then Radish is sixth. Luke Hughes made it 2-1 with his second. Then Holmberg his third, and Gunsel his 15th on the power play, 15 minutes in. Hey Zane, what's up with you? I'm good, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well, Gracie, and people first, Yukon. Thanks for chatting. Let's see. Was there another one that didn't quite make it? Let's see. This game still now it's 3-0 Islanders over the Ducks. Wait a minute. Did they just wipe out? Maybe they don't have it up yet. Yeah, it's 3-0, but they didn't put the goal score up yet, I guess. 34 seconds to go. So we got 1, 2, 3 games now with 3 goal deficits. 2 of them, the road team's up. Hello, Ronald Duffney. Welcome. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you being here. Oh, let's get up the schedule this week. Still trying to figure out Monday. I think there's a women's game I was gonna do in the morning or early afternoon. That's probably the only addition though. Yeah, not as man. Although next week has more opportunities for hockey doubleheaders than this week. Tonight's the only night other than Saturday. Excuse me. For 6 and 9 o'clock doubleheaders. All right, looks like they just finally got to the first intermission in Long Island. So 3-0 there. I think everything else we gave you earlier. Yeah. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, I should probably add that Monday game in. I was still looking into that. I'll put it up tonight. Maybe in time for the later game. I got to figure out Tuesday, I think, too. Oh yeah, we'll just probably Memphis, Murray State. I don't think. Yeah, let's just put that up now. So Monday, let's see. Memphis, Murray State, 11 a.m. I believe. I think there's only one men's game before like the evening, and it's not a good game. All right. Can I get the basketball on the first line? Maybe if I eliminate. All right, let's try taking. Let's see. Nope. None of that helped. The basketball is just going to stay on that first line. Oh, well. Dang. All right. Well, whatever. We'll just leave it. Unless I put the ball between. I could take the space away from the A and the W, but that would look weird. All right. All right, one more time. Let's go through the intermission scores. Maple Leafs in Toronto up 1-0 on the Sharks. In Newark, New Jersey, the Lightning are up 4-1 on the Devils. In Long Island, Islanders are up 3-0 on the Ducks. In Philly, Golden Knights and Flyers tied up at 1. Still 9:42 to go in the first. Canadians up 1-0 over the Penguins in Pittsburgh. That game was delayed a half hour because of an accident. They gave, the traffic was bad, so they pushed back the start time to 6:30 Central or 7:30 Eastern. Our game is scoreless, and Senators up 4-1 over the Blue Jackets in Columbus. So, yeah, we'll keep that. That's the only game in progress currently. I remembered the goal just 1 second for the day before yesterday. Wait, the goal. The day before yesterday. Tuesday? Today's Thursday, so Tuesday? What games did we do Tuesday? I don't even remember. Boy, I don't even remember. What games did we do Tuesday? Must have done Sabres Oilers. I think that was an 8:00 game. Oh yeah. The one that got waved off because they said it was deflected down. Yeah, for the Sabres with his stick or maybe with the glove passed it forward, and they didn't even say that. They just said they missed a whistle. Yeah, okay. I think that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, now I remember. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll leave this score up. And it looks like that's the next closest game to resuming, too. But we'll leave the Canadians-Penguins game visible. All right, I'll be back after a short break. I'll cue up a little bit of music and be right back. Please like if you like the video, and consider hitting subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers. And I thank you all for your support. And we got 7 likes. I do appreciate it. All right, how do I get to the music? There we go. I didn't have the window big enough. Why are they saying watch on Prime with an add-on subscription? How? For FanDuel Sports Network? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I have ESPN Plus. So. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Yeah, Gracie, I saw your message. On my phone. I don't know why it doesn't show in my chat here. Yeah, I see it now on my tablet. I saw you put I look on their X. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know, I realized it was held. I don't know why. YouTube automatically holds stuff and it doesn't make any sense why they do sometimes. I guess just say Twitter, I'll know. All right, still not at the first intermission for the Penguins game. All right. Hurricanes on a power play in white, going left to right. As we get underway in the second. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Near circle. Back to the blue line. Now to the far corner. Or no, near corner. That shot went by Taylor Hall and into the far boards. Kept in at the blue line. 30 seconds on the power play for Carolina. I don't know if that shot got saved or went off the post. Then we got another off the rebound, and that one went into the netting. Off the stick of Taylor Hall. We still don't have the shots updated, though. Oh, great. And I had drop frames. That means the video froze. Why? My internet is terrible. Excuse me. Face off into the near circle shot. Saved. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to barf. We're on the behind the net cam. Too much motion. All right, might be time to go back to the Capitals. Feed. Near side, near circle. That's gonna do it. Down the length of the ice. And skated out by the Canes over the blue line. Shot from the slot. No, it's in the near boards. I thought there was a big rebound. Blue line pass. Another shot. Looked like that one was saved by Thompson into the far boards. Again, Carolina in white going left to right. Washington in red going... Wait, what did I say? Carolina in white going right to left. Washington in red going left to right. Still on the attack. The puck's in the near corner. Kept in at the blue line again by Carolina. NHL.com up to 14-4 on the shots, or is it 15-4 now? All right. Carolina gets it out of their own end. No shot registered for the Caps this period, and they send it behind the Washington net to the far corner. Puck gets away. Oh, my gosh. A pass to Aho, and they didn't connect and score. Should have been. I don't know how he missed it. Chatfield chases it down behind his own net. Sends it up the far boards. Down the length of the ice. They waved off icing. Sent around by Washington. Near boards. Under 17.5 to go. Pass stolen by Carolina and dumped right back in from the red line. Thompson plays it to the far corner. Up the far boards for Washington at the red line. They pass to Van Riemsdyk, who dumps it in from the near boards to the far corner. Sent right out again by Carolina. And dumped in by Gostisbehere to the far corner. Now kept in at the blue line. That was Nikishin, but now the Capitals go the other way. Puck is picked up by Nikishin. He's off to the far boards, 2-on-2, into the far circle, taken away and sent out by Fahervery. I got to look up how to say that one. Into the near circle. Who do we have on this game? Who am I taking? I don't know. I like the Hurricanes, but Washington's tough too. They're pretty evenly matched teams. But Washington did win the first game 4-1 in Carolina, so take that into account. I'm rooting for Carolina, though. All right. Back and forth at the neutral ice. Finally, nope, sent out again. And Washington will scoop it up in their own end. Might be Duhaime. Then at the red line, dumped in. Carolina up the near boards, centered to the slot, but knocked away by the Caps into the near corner. Now around the net to the far circle, chipped out. I guess that wasn't icing. Behind the net, battle for the puck. Near corner now. Sent out again by Carolina, touched up by Thompson. Behind their own net, Washington has it, looking for a breakout or a line change. Or waiting. Now dumped off the near boards, centered to the far circle, into the crease. Shot and a goal on a backhander. I believe he went 5-hole. Was it Ovechkin? No, I think it was McMichael. Ovi was out there, though. Yeah, Aho missed a wide open net on the other end. That was many, many minutes ago. Yep. Bussy got beat 5-hole. Just a backhander just outside the crease. I mean, it was a breakaway. McMichael just put it between him, between his legs. Defense was late. So McMichael's 5th goal, assist Ovechkin and Sandin, and it's 1-0 Washington. All right, battle for the puck in the far corner. Shot. Glove save held on by Thompson. And thought we might have fisticuffs or pushing and shoving, but nothing significant. All right, 16-5 are the shots. 5 dang shots on goal. And they scored on their first shot of the second period. Again, McMichael on a breakaway from Ovechkin and Sandin. Yeah, let's try that Caps feed again. I don't like this behind the net cam. Face off, 1 shot saved and held on by Thompson again at 14-23. 17-5 according to TV. NHL.com has 16. I'm just going to go ahead. NHL.com's been slow tonight on the statistics. All right, what's the delay here? All right. Near circle draw. Caps take it behind their own net, into the far corner, up the far boards, and backhanded out of their own end. Aho touch pass into the near boards, skated in. How are they not offsides? Near corner. Puck picked up by Washington. Near circle battle, and Washington will clear it. Into the O zone for Washington, and in the slot, the Canes send it down the length of the ice. Far circle shot. Must have hit the bar because the ref was putting, safe like in baseball. Excuse me, or the post. Another shot from the blue line was on net, though. That was saved. Yeah, 18-5 shots on goal now, Carolina. Drop pass, far circle. I think that was Nikishin. He gets it back. Shot from the center. Broke a stick for the Caps. Canes skate it back in. They get a change and dump it in. Long attack zone time on this possession. Sent up the far boards and down the length of the ice. They waved off icing early, I guess. I don't know. Carolina counters, dumps it in from the red line. Chased in the far corner. And now a counter by the Caps, dumped in by Frank. Near corner. Kept in at the blue line. Cross ice pass, shot, and must have deflected into the netting at 12:26. So we'll get the under 14 media timeout. 1-0 Washington. Here, we'll do the goal visualizer here. McMichael gets a breakaway. He's 24. It was a long pass, I think, by Ovechkin. Off the boards to Ovi, and then he centered it. And then, yeah, McMichael just went backhand 5-hole and beat Bussy. Not good defense by the Hurricanes. Now they're saying 18-6 shots on goal. All right, first intermission in Pittsburgh. Canadians 1, Penguins 0. Wow. 14:39 to go in the second. It's 4-2. Oh, that's right. Senators were up. They were up 4-1 after one. Fabro gets his second to bring the Jackets back within 2, 4-2. You know what? I'm going to go back to the Caps. I was not happy with the Hurricanes feed. The only reason I switched off from the Capitals is because they were like late from the one break, but that could have just been an ESPN Plus issue. Where were we? Oh, Blues, Predators underway. No score early going. Same with Stars, Wild, and Bruins, Jets. They're the 5.5 and 4.5 minutes in. Let's see. Golden Knights 1-1 with the Flyers in Philly. Islanders up 3-0 at home over the Ducks in the early goings of the second period. Leafs still up 1-0 over the Sharks, 13:03 in the second. Yeah, Lightning still up 4-1 on the Devils, 14:20 in the second. All right, far circle draw, back to the blue line for the Caps. Long shot from the near side is wide into the far corner. Behind the net, Canes get it out over the red line, and the Caps tried to get it out, and the Canes dumped it right back in, taken behind their own net. That is Fahervery. Chatfield couldn't get it for, let's see, now the Canes finally get it out of their own end. Far circle shot, big rebound, but scooped out of there by the Caps D. Picked up by Gostishbear. And the Canes dump it in. Caps take it behind their own net again. As Robinson looks on, waiting for Carlson to bring it out. Kane stole it. Backhander. That's a goal in the slot. Some sort of turnover by Carlson behind his own net, and we got a 1-1 game with 11:27. Let's get a look at this replay. Okay, why did they rewind so far? We don't need to see that. They didn't even show the goal. Oh, no, there's no goal? What the heck? All right, apologies. I thought I swear the ref was pointing at the net like there was a goal. I don't know what happened. All right, my bad. Totally fudged that up. Dang it. I swear the ref pointed at the net like it was a goal because I wouldn't have said that if I hadn't seen it. Oh, man, that was stupid. But all right. Whistle at 11:04. It's still 1-0 Caps. I don't know what that signal was then. If he wasn't pointing at the net for a goal, I have no idea. Because the draw came out like it was offside or something too. It was very odd. Oh boy. All right. 21-6 are the shots on goal. Canes win the draw, dump it in. Near circle. Pass. Caps to the far boards. Over the blue line. Into the far circle. Shot is wide or blocked. Up the near boards. At the red line. Dumped in by Carolina, but already taken over by Washington. Now they send it around the near boards and another dump in by Carolina by Gostishbear. All right, Canes bring it out over the red line, taken over in the neutral zone by Carolina, into the near circle, shot. I think that hit the bar. Big rebound. I thought it went through him. It wasn't frozen. Carolina keeps it. Shot from the near circle as blocked, and we're going the other way. Game is half over, 10 minutes to go in the second period. All right, Carolina going the other way again. Now they took a shot away. I think that hit another post from the slot. Man, I don't know how. Thompson is getting super lucky because Carolina's had so many chances. I think they've hit the post twice at least. And, man, sent behind the net by Washington. Cleared. Gloved down by Carolina. Far circle. Washington had it and couldn't keep it in. 12-7, they say, scoring chances favoring Carolina. Dumped into the far corner. Sent behind the Carolina net. Up the near boards and just out. First game played in the NHL. Oh, for the goalie? No. No, what am I saying? Sorry. Just thinking about rookies. The Canes have a rookie goalie. All right, far circle shot blocked. Long shot from the blue line, big rebound. Another shot from the far circle, saved into the far corner. Blue line shot wide into the near corner. Now it's 22-6 shots on goal. And, man, is the camera even following the puck? I have. This has been a really frustrating game. Neither television crew is doing a good job of covering this game. It's driving me crazy. All right, cleared again by Carolina. Taken by Washington behind their own net. That was Wah. And a dump in from the red line. Behind the Carolina net. Into the far corner now. And out. And icing, though, on Carolina at 7:30. So no media timeout yet. I don't know what happened on that one, but I think they hit the post. That had to have hit the... Where did that one go? I don't know how that one didn't go in the net. Carolina had so many chances. I don't know how Thompson kept these all out of the net. It's not like the Caps are playing great D, and it's not Thompson's fault either, but All right. Carolina dumps it in. And let's see. Centering pass. They were trying to hit Aho in the slot. Caps going the other way after the steal by Wah into the far corner for Protas behind the Carolina net. And Carolina sends a long pass ahead into the far corner. No icing. Oh my gosh. Follow the puck, camera operator. Up ahead. Wah. Far circle shot. High into the near boards. Centering pass or shot, tough angle shot to the crease, I think, was blocked by the defenseman. I don't think Bussy had to save it. And into the far circle, and then the blue line pass gets away, and Carolina has to reset. All right, TV counted that last shot. NHL.com has not put it up yet. For Florida. Long shot blocked in the slot. Rebound. Finally, Carolina scores. And I promise you this one's a goal. I swear that ref had pointed at the net like that other one was a goal, and I was dead wrong. So it should be 23-7 shots at least. It was a big rebound. Looks like Ehlers got the goal, number 27. Tipped away, and then I couldn't see how Thompson got beat. He got beat 5-hole too. So 2 5-hole goals. Wait a minute. I didn't put the goal up? I thought I did. I was concentrating on the shots, I guess. Jacob Fowler playing in his first NHL game for the Habs. Oh, like Dryden, Price, and... Oh, a goalie. Gotcha. They all played Pittsburgh. Gotcha. That is interesting. All right, I got to fix the clock. Apologies. Thanks for that, Dan C. And thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. Okay, the goal, they still there. Ehlers unassisted. All right, yeah, but it was off a rebound. I would think there's going to be an assist. All right, near boards. Washington with the puck. To the blue line, a pass into the slot. Shot was high or wide. Near board battle. Chatfield couldn't get it out. Now the Canes get it out, but it's stolen. Nope, stolen back at the red line. Near circle shot wide into the far corner. Excuse me. Far circle shot was blocked. Kept in by Carolina behind the Washington net. Oh my gosh, follow the puck. Near circle, shot, blocked, out of the zone. Under 5 to go in the second period. Excuse me. Pass, Taylor Hall, drop pass, shot. Saved, I think, off the stick of Thompson and into the netting at 4:51. Now we'll get a media timeout. Ooh, gosh, this bear took a vicious hit. Hope he's all right. They showed the replay. It was nicked out on the hit. You know what? Let's go back. Washington. I don't know which feed is gonna do better, but they're Washington camera operator can't follow the puck for some reason. But Hurricanes were doing that behind the net cam so much. That's what drove me nuts too. We'll have to just stick it out. Yeah, we got to look at that again from Dan C. Jacob Fowler, first game for Montreal against Pittsburgh, just like Ken Dryden, Carey Price, and Patrick Waugh. That's crazy. All against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Wow. Oh, I didn't put the first period score. Oh, well. Oh, goal visualizer for Nick Ehlers from Stan Coven and Nikishin. So number 27, he'll get a rebound and go 5-hole from just outside the crease. Big rebound there, and then he stuck at 5-hole by Thompson. And it was a breakaway goal for McMichael that he put backhanded 5-hole past Brandon Bussey. All right, let's make sure we're getting through. And live. Make sure we're live. All right. They're showing highlights of the Hurricanes alumni game. All right, come on. Let's get back to the game, please. 24/7 shots, according to NHL.com. Yep, 4:51 to go, middle period. Caps take it from behind their own net after they won the draw, send it down the length of the ice for icing at 4:45. So we'll do it again in the Washington defensive end, or defensive zone. Yeah, defensive zone, I guess would be better, right? Yeah. All right, back on the Carolina Hurricanes feed. Face off. Canes keep it in. Gostisbehere from the blue line. Shot was wide into the far corner. Now skated out by the Caps into the far circle. Behind the Carolina net into the near corner. Up the near boards. Kept in at the blue line. Long shot. Saved and held on by Bussey at 4:23. And we got pushing and shoving late. See if anything is called out of this. Out. Yeah, he was in the crease and had the puck, and a Caps player was like in between the pads. Of course it was Wilson. He's always mixing crap up. And that's what the Canes didn't like. I don't know when he became a goal scorer, but I remember him as a goon way back when. And he's chirping at Aho. Whatever. He has a seat on the bench. Still waiting on the draw. One false start. Now we finally get the draw. Canes win it. They will skate it out of their own end. Miller. Cross ice pass to the far circle. The shot is blocked, I believe, by Chychrun of Washington. Into the far corner and skated and passed over the red line by Washington. Into the slot. That shot is blocked by Walker of Carolina. Behind the net. Into the far boards. Carolina couldn't get it out. Washington into the near circle and near boards. And out as Miller sent it ahead. And it's sent behind the net by Wah. Now he gets it back in the near circle and sends it up the near boards, down the length of the ice. Picked up by Miller behind the net. He takes a hit. And battle for the puck in the far corner. 3:20 to go, middle period. Caps getting a couple changes. Shot from a tough angle, blocked. Another shot. That one was saved, I believe. Taken behind the net by Ehlers and over the red line into the nice stick handling, glove save from the far circle shot. Great moves by Ehlers just to create some offense there all by himself. Back to the blue line. Canes keep it in. Off the boards behind the net. Near circle shot blocked. Into the far corner. Canes trying to dig it out of the far corner. Near far circle. Somebody just got knocked down. No call. Nope. Maybe we did get a call. I stand corrected here at 2:31. Believe it's Nick Dowd for getting into Blake. But I didn't. Oh, yeah, that was a dangerous shot. He wasn't too far from the boards. And it was a cross check. I don't know. I mean, it was to the front, so maybe that's not cross checking. But I believe the Canes are going on the power play. Yep, Dowd. It doesn't say for what yet. At 2:31. He didn't like the call, but I think it was the right call. It was very dangerous, so close to the boards to be dropping somebody. And it was Blake. All right. Well, let's check the other scores real quick. 2-0 Maple Leafs still. Lightning up 5-2 on the Devils in New Jersey. Sharks were down to the Leafs 2-0. Islanders up 3-1 on the Ducks in Long Island. 2-2 Knights and Flyers in Philly. Canadians still up 1-0 on the Penguins. 19, just underway in the second period. Senators up 4-3 on the Jackets. I think. So wait a minute. 4-2 Fabro. Yeah, they were down. Were they down 4-1? No. Yes. So 2 straight goals to make it 4-3. Blue Jackets still down 1 at home. Predators up 2-0 on the Blues in Nashville. Stamkos 10th. 9th and 10th for Stamkos. It was a cross check. See, I thought a cross check might have to be to the back. Stars 1, Wild 0. Bruins 3, Jets 1 early. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be boarding, so I was thinking cross-check, but all right. Either way, it's a Carolina power play. Hurricanes with the 5-on-4 man advantage. Back to Gostisbehere. Aho with it to the near. Now back to the near boards for Aho. To the point, Gostisbehere. To the far circle. Near circle shot. High and wide or into the netting at 2:14. What are the shots at? 26-9, according to NHL.com. And the Carolina TV broadcast. All right, near circle draw. Looks like Jordan Stahl. He wins it. Back to Gostisbehere. Far circle. Pass to Aho. Near circle. That's tipped into the far corner now on the return pass. And the Caps get it, take it to the red line, and dump it in and head for a change. Puck is behind the Carolina net. They're waiting on a breakout. Drop pass. Aho over the red line into the ozone. Pass to Gostisbehere at the blue line. His shot straight on. Big rebound after the save by Thompson. It's getting pinned to the boards behind the net by Protas into the near boards. Kept in at the blue line. Pass to Aho. Shot. And save. Wow. Nice save by Thompson on that one. That was a nice shot on goal by Aho. Hello, Ronnie. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking in and posting in the chat. I appreciate it. All right. Hurricanes still on the power play. That was a high glove save by Thompson. Let's see the shots. Is it 28-9? It is 28-9. Wow. Face off. Who controlled it? Canes keep it in. We got the behind the net cam. Boo. Blue line keeper. Far circle. Shot. Saved by Thompson and deflected right in front of the camera and into the netting. 1:10 to go. Middle period. 3 goals in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Wow. I saw they were up 3-1. I didn't realize they had so many so quick. Now it's 3-2. Iafallo got one back for the Jets. All right, back underway. One minute remaining in the middle period. Puck is behind the net. Oh, and shot from the near circle saved. I think that was Ehlers. He gets it back. Blue line pass. They still got 12 on the power play. 12 seconds. It's cleared to the red line, though. That might just about do it. Ehlers with the puck. Taylor dumps it in. Near boards cleared down the length of the ice. Well, not quite, but we're back to 5-on-5. Red line dump in by Carolina. 30-9 shots on goal. And we're tied 1-up. Carolina could, they still have it at the red line. They dump it in. They're going to go get a line change, so they'll have to tag up. Big hit in the far corner, though. Washington sends it into the O-zone, picked up by Jordan Stahl. That's the end of the second period. Stahl, no. Who is that? 26, holding his neck. That's Sean Walker. No call, I guess. All right. It was, I think it was 1-0 Caps after one. It was scoreless after one. Never mind. Each team got a goal in the second period. McMichael on a breakaway went 5-hole to beat Bussy. And Ehlers went 5-hole on a rebound. Hey, thanks a lot, Ronnie. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. All right, 1-1 after 2. And yeah, let's check in on the other scores real quick. All right, 1:41 to go in the second in Toronto. Leafs 2, Sharks 1. Orlov scored his first goal of the year. 15:31 to cut the lead down to 1 for the San Jose Sharks. Wow, in New Jersey, the Lightning up 6-2 on the Devils. 2:46 to go in the second. In Long Island, the Ducks get one back. Carlson, 5:34 the second. 3-1 Islanders at home over the Ducks. Golden Knights and Flyers, second intermission. If you have ESPN, that game is on ESPN. Again, Golden Knights and Flyers in Philly 2-2. Canadians now get a second goal. Gallagher second at 4:37 of the second. They take a 2-0 lead over the Penguins in Pittsburgh. And 2:57 to go in the second. Senators up 4-3 on the Blue Jackets. In Nashville, 1:44 to go in the first. 2-0 Predators over the Blues. 2 goals by Stamkos is 9th and 10th. Stars Wild all even at 1. Eriksson Ek, his 6th, tied it up 16-10 into the first. So 1-1 Stars and Wild in St. Paul, Minnesota. Now 2:13 to go in the first. As Ronnie brought up, Bruins 3, Jets 2. Let's see. It was... Wait a minute. The Jets had the 1-0 lead. Yeah, there we go. 8:24, 10:28, and 11:08. Yeah. It's crazy fast to get back within... they took a 3-1 lead. Now it's 3-2. Corrali, Middlestat, and Pasternak on the goals. For the Jets, Barons 4th and Iafallo's 5th. 3-2, 2:38 to go in the first. Red Wings, Oilers in like 25 minutes or more. Panthers, Avalanche late because it's the second game on ESPN. And we will have Sabres Canucks for you in about an hour and 22 minutes. And again, if you didn't hear the Canadians-Penguins game started a half hour late. They had bad traffic due to an accident, so they pushed it back from 7 Eastern to 7:30. That's why that game's not as far along. All right. Oh, they took a shot away. 29-9 shots on goal for Carolina. 20-10 faceoffs, Carolina. 0 for 2 on the power play, Carolina. So Hurricanes haven't had a penalty yet. 20-15 hits, wait a minute. Yeah, I got confused. I saw this Washington, and I thought that was their side. 20-15 hits, Carolina. 14-5 block shots, Washington. 10-8 giveaways, Carolina. 5-3 takeaways, Carolina. Again, Washington won game 1, 4-1 in Carolina, November 11th. The third and final game of the season series will be back in Washington again, January 31st. All right, 1 second. Falcons, Bucks, yawn. Check the score. 1:53 to go in the first. No score in Tampa. But now the Bucks have a first and goal at the Atlanta 1. Oh, they thought they had a touchdown, but reviewed, and the runner was down by contact. So first and goal at the 1. That is on Prime. Or Twitch if you have a Twitch account, but I don't know how to hide the chat if you watch on Twitch. I tried once. Just had to hold my thumb over the chat because I couldn't get that off of my phone. All right, let's check out anything else going on. All right, men's basketball score. Ooh, Iowa State. Yeah, the women just played the other night. Iowa State's ranked 4th, and it's halftime. Hawkeyes are up 33-25 on the Cyclones in Ames, Iowa. It's a home game for Iowa State. Wow. All right, let's check if there's any women's games. Oklahoma all over Little Rock, 100-45, 2:52 in the fourth. Notre Dame, 97-45 over Morehead State, 34 seconds to go, so those games almost over. And Ohio State, 94-62 over Northern Kentucky. All right. Try to remember to keep it. We'll check in on Iowa State later. All right, second and goal at the 1. All right. Any changes on these scores? I don't think so. We're just waiting on Ducks Islanders to get to the intermission. All right, the games at 7 all hit the first intermission. Yeah, Predators 2, Blues nothing in Nashville, and they're still on a power play. Must have been a major, maybe just a 4-minute double minor. Stars and Wild tied at 1, first intermission, and Bruins still lead by 1, 3-2 over the Jets, first intermission. 5-3 Senators, second intermission. Stutzel's 14th at 17:55 of the second, made it 5-3. All right, we'll leave these games up because Canadiens Penguins will be in progress for a little while. I'm going to take a quick break. Thanks for watching along with me. Thanks for chatting. Vote in the poll. So far, we've got 14 votes. 79% think the Capitals win at home. 21% think the Hurricanes will win. If you're enjoying this live stream, please be sure to hit the like button on the video and consider hitting subscribe to the channel. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended to other potential viewers, and this will also help grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. All right, here's what's coming up later tonight and the following 4 days. I'm going to take a quick break. I will cue up a little bit of music in my absence and be right back. And thank you. We got to 13 likes. Excellent. right, we are back. Yep. Ronnie points out 3-2 Bruins. End of the first. Pardon me, just using a Ricola. Still can't shake this cold yet. Yeah, I don't think anything changed. 3-2 Bruins Jets. Stars Wild 1-1. 2-0 Predators Blues. 5-3 Senators over the Jackets. 3-0. Oh, 3-0 Habs. That's new. Cole Caulfield, 17th. Power play. 10:18 of the second. Yeah, it just happened. 9:12 to go. Wait, it was a power play goal? Don't they mean... Okay. And then the Penguins just went on the power play. Okay. Knights and Flyers still 2-2, just about set to start the third. 3-1 Islanders after 2. 6-2 Lightning over the Devils after 2. 2-1 Leafs over the Sharks after 2. All right. Well, why are we not back from... You know what? I'm going to get out and get back in. Now, I think I'll stick with the Hurricanes broadcast. See how this... Come on. Yeah, we're underway on NHL.com. They should at least be chatting. I don't know why there was another commercial break by ESPN Plus. Come on. All right, now they're... What is this highlight of? Oh, 2 seconds in, there was a fight. Yeah, why was there a commercial break? They would have missed this. I had to get out and get back in. They were still at a break. All right. Well, right off the center ice draw to start the third. And Martinook and Dowd dropped the gloves. Dowd for the Caps and Martinook for the Canes. They both grabbed each other's jerseys. Martinook lost his helmet with an elbow, as Dowd was going to tie him up. All right. So, wait, did they call... Oh, man, what did they call? Fighting. But why does it say 4? It's not 4-on-4 for 5 minutes, NHL or NHL.com. We're playing 5-on-5. How did they get that wrong? All right, well, underway. Wasn't much of a scrap. They were just grabbing each other's jersey, and I really didn't even see any punches thrown. Near circle, far circle, just outside the crease. I don't know how Bussy kept that out of the net. Dumped into the near corner. Washington behind their own net. 19:20 to go in the third. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Man, just passed it up the near boards. They were behind their own. I was just syncing up the clock. All right, pass to the near boards again. Carolina in white going left to right. Capitals in red going right to left. Pass gets tipped away by the Caps, and they dump it in from the blue line. And Kane's counter, cross-ice pass, shot from the far circle, blocked into the far corner. And puck was loose in front of the crease. Rebound off the back, the boards behind the net, and cleared out again by Washington. And Wilson got dumped, so we probably have a Washington power play coming up. As it looks like they're going to send off, shoot, who is that? I believe it's Miller. Now what are they showing? Wow, that was a pass just outside the crease and a deflection by Ovi, I believe, and a hell of a kick save by Bussy. This could easily be 2-1 Caps. Just a tremendous save. Looks like hooking. I think Wilson grabbed his stick, if we're being honest. They called interference on Miller. That looked like a garbage call. If anything, I think Wilson was guilty of a penalty for holding the stick. I don't know. There's been some questionable refereeing in the last week or two. It's starting to build up. I don't know what the deal is. Refs are on something lately. All right, Jordan Stahl. Okay, Washington power play. Carolina wins it behind their own net. Pass off the near boards. Miss Stahl. Ovi taps it back. And taken behind their own net was Chychrun. Now they break it out. Over the red line. Chychrun to the blue line. Dumped into the far, and they were offside. 18:04. 31-10 on the shots. Yep, so fighting between Dowd and Martinook, and then Miller just got that they called interference. Thought it might be a hook, but I would have said Dowd too for holding the stick. All right, Carolina cleared it once again. Picked up by Chychrun. No shots on this power play for Washington that I know of. Drop pass, skated over the red line. Pass to the far circle. Peeled back, Wilson. Dumps it to the corner. Nope, kept in. Far side. Now, what happened? I guess it hit the netting. Got deflected at 17-29 with 1:04 to go on the Washington power play. Longest goalie win streaks, franchise history. Bussy has won 7. Oh, Cam Ward with 9 is the most in 2009. Frederick Anderson, 2021 with 8. Gerber, yeah, and some other players. And now Bussy with 7 in a row. And I think they kicked the Capital out of the draw. It was Strome. Wilson steps in. Just drop the puck. Nobody cares. Caps win the draw, back to the blue line. At the point, Chychrun shot, got blocked. Wilson in the far circle. Now they work it to the far boards, far corner. And back to the blue line. Another deflection and gloved by Bussy, and he holds on at 17:09 to go. 32-12 are the shots on goal now. Bussy on 31 saves, meaning Thompson only has 11 saves. No. Sorry, Thompson has 31 saves. Bussy only has 11. Pardon me, I had it backwards. All right, taken away by the Canes. They tried to center it in front of the slot. Must have gotten blocked and sent to the far boards and dumped in again by the Caps. Bussy played it to the far corner. Now it's behind the net to the near corner. Into the far corner once again. Now behind the net again. Into the near corner. Chatfield has it. He couldn't clear it. Caps get it. Shot. That hit the bar. I thought that was a goal. Wow. And the power play is over. I thought they had taken the lead, but it hit the bar. Oh my goodness. From the slot, from the just inside the far circle. Wide open too. Like Nobody was covering that guy. All right, drop pass into the slot. Backhander saved by Bussy. Off the near boards, blocked and sent back in by Washington, but now Carolina brings it up the far boards. Into the far circle. Shot was blocked, picked up by Washington. Up ahead, and pass to the near side. Shot through the crease and into the far corner. Nobody was able to deflect that in. Van Reems, how is that not offsides on the Capitals? Big rebound in the slot and finally cleared by Carolina. Now Washington has to tag up. They go for a line change. Far circle. Under 15-10 to go now. 32-14. Caps starting to get a few more shots on goal. Pass to the far circle. Sent up the far boards by Carolina, but that is going to be icing. 14:55, so the draw back in the Canes. And, yep. And they're showing the mark. That puck hit the bar so hard it left a black mark. That was a rocket. Yeah, Bussy got beat. Blocker side high. Carlson ripped it. And it just caught the bar flush. You know, the puck must have been going end over end or something. Yeah, I mean, that was a great pass. Could have easily had the lead. But just hit the crossbar. All right, Pat. It seems to be that end because the Canes were nailing the bar on that end, I think, last period. All right, Chatfield tried to steer it on. He gets it into the near circle. His pass goes through everybody off the boards and picked up by Gostishbear. I think that's how you say it. Kane player feeling his face. I don't know if he got a puck or a stick. No call. Pass, and from the far circle, that was a wide shot behind the net. Chatfield up ahead. And Taylor Hall with the puck. Into the near corner. 33-15 are the shots. Caps get it out of their own end. Into the near circle. Pass to the far circle. The goalie got knocked over. Bussy, I think by his own player, his teammate. And somehow the Caps didn't score. 33-16 shots on goal. And the puck is in the far boards by the far circle. But the Canes clear it again. They waved off icing, though. And taken behind his own net, that is McMichael for Washington. Up the far boards, touched into the far corner. Behind the Carolina net, into the near corner. Picked up by Carrier over the red line. He dumps it in. Puck comes near the crease, but it's taken behind the net by Washington. They carry it out. That is Frank with the puck. And they stay onside into the near circle. Van Riemsdyk takes a spill. Held in at the blue line. Cross ice pass for the Caps. Long shot. Steered aside by Bussy into the far corner. Van Riemsdyk was calling for it. His shot blocked, and the almost said Panthers. Carolina Hurricanes counter into the near circle behind the net. Make that near corner up the near boards and out. Chatfield dumps it right back in though. They took a shot. Actually, they took two shots on goal away from Florida. They must have counted that one that hit the bar. All right, pass or dumped out. This is down the length of the ice. This might... No, they didn't call icing. I'm a little... Guess somebody tipped it. I didn't see it. Near boards carried in, but offsides against Washington with 11:54 to go. Still squared up at 1-1. 34-14 shots on goal, Carolina. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I just realized Carolina, their logo, at least on this one, it's like it's all red on the Hurricane. There's no little white thing in the middle. It's very odd looking. I think they did that with their all red. I didn't realize they did it on the white jerseys too. All right. Anything? It's too early to have any finals yet. Yeah. Red Wings Oilers underway. No score. 3 minutes played in Edmonton. Bruins Jets underway in the second. Still 3-2 Bruins in Winnipeg. 1-1 Stars Wild in St. Paul, Minnesota. 14-32 in the second. 2-1 Predators over the Blues. 14:09 in the second. McGing got his first. 4:17 in the second to get the Blues within one. 15 minutes to go in the third. Senators up on the Jackets in Columbus, 5-3. 4-0 Canadians now. Owen Beck, his first goal of the year. 16:21 of the second. 3:43 to go in the second. Hurricanes. Knights and Flyers have played 10 minutes of the third. Still 2-2, 9:52 to go. Islanders 3, Ducks 1 in Long Island. 17:23 to go. Maple Leafs in Toronto up 2-1 on the Sharks. 13:32 to go in the third. And Devils get one. Crookshanks first. 3:13 in the third. Still trail the Lightning 6-3. 13:46 to go. Wait, Nikishin's a rookie? I didn't know that. For Carolina, he doesn't play like a rookie, I'll tell you that much. All right, this isn't from tonight. He delivers some hits. He got No, that's not Malkin. This is Predators. All right, 11:54 to go. Let's make sure we are live. We are. Draw just outside the Canes' end. They win it and dump it in from the red line into the near corner. More hitting in the near corner. To the far corner, sent around the boards. And finally the Caps get it out. Scooped up by Miller. He takes it behind the net. And his pass is picked off and sent back to Miller in the near corner. Behind the net, up the far boards, and finally out. But it's taken by Sandin for Washington behind his own net. Both teams probably try and get line changes. Pass all the way down the ice, taken behind the net. Played to the blue line by Bussey, but taken right back into their own zone by the Canes. Cross ice pass over the red line, dump in to the near corner. Battle for the puck. Behind the net, taken by Carlson. Up the near boards and out. Scooped ahead by Beauvier. Pass to the far circle. Shot by Ovi. That was high and wide into the near corner. Centered. They tried to hit Ovi in the slot and missed him. Sent behind the net by Ovi. He tried to get it back in the far circle. Kept in at the blue line. Taken back to the blue line. Centered. Ovi was right outside the crease. Into the near corner. 34-16 shots on goal. A couple for the Caps there. And I guess icing on, Carolina at 9:59. So no under 10 media timeout yet. I don't know what those patches are on the shoulders of the Canes, though, in these jerseys. That must not have missed by much. All right, face-off won by Washington. They keep it in at the blue line and dump it in. Chychrun on the dump in. It's behind the Canes net. In the far board, sent to the red line. Canes try to get a quick change. Chychrun presses. Wilson sends it to Chychrun. He tries a wraparound or a pass to the slot. Canes clear it. Aho sends it off the far boards to Chatfield. Centering pass in the slot. Glove save, but didn't hang on. Knocked into the far corner. Caps counter into the near boards. Cross ice pass off the far boards. Far corner behind the net. Scooped up by the Canes. And over the blue line, over the red line, and dumped in. And got knocked down. Who was that? Okay, no call. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Kept in by Carolina. Long shot from the blue line was wide. Into the far corner. Kept in by Miller. And that puck is deflected, and the Caps clear it to the red line and backhander into the zone and finally dumped in. And what was Bussy doing behind the net? Battle for the puck in the far corner. Centering to the near boards. Shot. No pass. Deflected and a goal by Dowd. Right outside the crease. Beautiful pass. That was a tremendous pass. I mean, great shot by Dowd, but it was all the pass from Sandin from the near boards. They showed too much of the replay. Yeah, nothing Bussy could do. He almost made the kick save, but Sandin sent it from the near boards, and Dowd was just inside the far circle and beat him blocker side. So it's 2-1 Caps. Getting outshot 35-17, but they lead 2-1 with just over 8 minutes remaining. 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Up the near boards. Chatfield can't keep it in. Taken out by Bouvier. And now back in. Pass to Strome. Near board sent. Tipped and taken by Bussy behind his own net to Chatfield. He sends it to, I assume, Gostisbehere. Yeah, it is him. Back to Chatfield, up the near boards, and a dump in from the red line. And, oh, man, almost steered on net. Somehow it got deflected, though, behind the net. Up the near boards, and finally carried out by Washington into the O-zone. Far circle shot, saved and frozen puck by Bussy just outside the crease. With 7:22 to go, we have the under 10 media timeout. 2-1 Caps. And again, a goal by Dowd from Sandin and McMichael. Dowd's second. Tremendous pass by Sandin and good job by Dowd to get a stick on it. So, yeah, the pass will come from the far side over to the near side. Pass to the far circle and in, or just inside the far circle. Nothing Bussy could do, just poor defense and slow reaction to the consecutive cross-ice passes. All right, let's check the scoreboard while we're at it. Oh, now 30. They're saying 35-18 shots on goal. All right. Yeah, don't forget, about 45 minutes, we'll start the live stream for Sabres Canucks. Hope to see you then. Game in Vancouver. All right, we'll start at the bottom. No score, Wings, Oilers in Edmonton, 10:32 in the first. Bruins still leading the Jets 3-2, 10-11 in the second. Stars and Wild 1-1, 10:22 in the second. Ryan O'Reilly, his 10th goal, 8:38 of the second. Preds are now up 3-1 in Nashville over the Blues, 9:09 in the second. Senators 5, Blue Jackets 3, 9:29 in the third. 3-0 Canadians over the Pens in Pittsburgh. Second intermission. Golden Knights Flyers 2-2, 5:03 to go in the third. 4-2 Islanders over the Ducks, 12:40 in the third. 7-3 the Lightning get the extra point. They lead the Devils 7-3 in New Jersey, 9:01 to go. Leafs up 2-1 on the Sharks in Toronto, 10:57 to go in the third. 7-7 Falcons Bucks, 7:08 in the second quarter. 4th and 4 for Atlanta at their own 47-yard line. Oh, yeah, I wanted to check the Iowa State men. I forgot. Far circle draw. Shot and frozen by Bussy at 7:15. Good save. A little bit of a scramble. 36-19 on the shots. Again, 7:15 to go in the game. They're in the third. Far circle draw. And I think, yeah, they just kicked out a Hurricane. That was Aho that got kicked out. Who's stepping in? Svechnikov. Boy, I haven't called his name all night. Face off won by the Caps. They keep it in at the blue line, dump it in to the near corner. Wilson trying to get it from Gostishbear. He does. He takes it to the blue line, and puck is knocked out. It was hard to see. We were on the behind the net cam. Pass to the red line. Caps have it and try to dump it in from the near boards. Sent right out again by Carolina and dumped in again. Svechnikov picks it up behind the net, takes the hit, up the far board, stolen by Washington, walked right into the crease, and a good save by Bussy. Jeez Louise, what is this defense tonight? Hurricanes, it's been lax at times. Pass into the far circle, off the far boards, now sent behind the net into the near boards. Just kept it in at the blue line. Return pass, shot, deflected. It goes behind the net. Canes keep it in off the near boards and into the near circle. Back to the blue line. Dump in behind to the far corner. Back to the near corner. And Dowd has it. He cannot clear it, though. Near corners pass to the far circle. How did they not score? It got sent into the near corner. Man, I thought they had a wide open net and didn't cash it in. Great cross-ice pass, and they couldn't get it. Pass to the near circle and near corner. Carolina sends it back to the blue line. Near circle again. Under 5.5 minutes to go. All right, and that is Washington in their own end. They make a pass to the near board. Strome has it. Near circle sent behind the net. And the puck gets away. They couldn't keep it in at the blue line. Chased back in their own end. That is Sandin. He gets a pass from the goalie. Sends it. Knocked down by Chatfield, who dumps it in. Canes had to tag up, though. And into the far circle. Caps pass it. Bouvier has it. Into the ozone. Shot blocked. Rebound to Strome. Wilson shot way wide into the far circle. Back to the blue line. Blue line dump in. Near circle. Kept in again. Long shot. Saved by Bussy into the far corner. Wow. Good pass. And somehow Bussy gloved it. I have no idea how. He's keeping this a one-goal game. Capitals have definitely maintained the pressure here in the third. got the Canes back on their heels a bit, and Bussy standing tall and keeping them in this game. I would think that the Caps are going to pick up some shots on goal. They say 38-20 Carolina now. 4:24 to go in the third. So time running out on Carolina. They may have to pull the goalie in maybe 2 minutes. Maybe they won't go in a minute. Maybe 2 minutes. Alrighty. Again, in the poll, 21 votes, 81% going for the Caps at home, 19 for the Canes on the road. 19%. All right. Yeah, shouldn't be a little early yet to have a final. Yeah. Just seeing if anything. Wow, the Stars just got 2 quick goals to take a 3-1 lead. 10-19, Heiskanen 7th on a shorthanded goal. And Wyatt Johnston 17th at 12:26. So just over 2 minutes apart, 2 minutes and 7 seconds apart. Suddenly it's Stars 3, Wild 1, 7:34 in the second. Preds up 5-1 on the Blues. Stamkos, I think, has a hat trick. Yep. 9th, 10th, and 11th goal of the season for Stamkos. Also, Forsberg and O'Reilly scored. So 5-1 Predators over the Blues. 7:23 in the second. No change on that one. That's it. Intermission. Still 2-2 in that Knights Flyers. 2:25 to go. 4-2 Islanders now. So they got their 4th. Yeah, no change to the top 2 games. All right, 38-21 are the shots now. Face off. Dumped in, but Washington has it. They just get it out by the bench area, and Bussy plays it to the far boards and had to get back in net because Carolina had the puck, and I don't think that shot was on net. Well, I guess maybe it was. 38-22. Into the near corner for Carolina. And Washington carries it out again. And Carolina behind their own net. 3:33 in the third. They send it up the far boards at the red line. They can't hang on to it. I'm wondering if they pulled. I don't think they pulled Bussy yet. Dump in. Yeah, by the Caps. Bussy still in goal. Carolina into the O zone. And behind the net. Puck is being battled for in the far boards. Finally kicked away at the blue line to Chatfield, who sends it behind the net into the far corner. Svechnikov is there, but Van Riemsdyk ends up with it, sent it up the far boards. Stolen. Panthers sent it in from the slot area. It was too high. So we approach 2.5 to go. Wondering if they pulled the goalie. No indication by the Carolina TV broadcast. I guess he hasn't. He's still out there. Over the red line for the Caps. They lost the puck at the blue line. Chatfield into the far side. Shot. They tied it from the far circle at 2:15. There we go. Canes. We are all squared up at 2 apiece with 2:15 to go. And it's Stan Coven on the goal. His 6th of the year. We'll see assisters. Yes, Chatfield got it going after the turnover. They took it into the far circle. A big rebound or a pass that got deflected. And from the far circle, Stan Coven drilled it. He beat Thompson glove side high to the near post. And Thompson's a lefty too. I just know Vamelka is for Utah, but yeah, I think Thompson's a lefty because he has his glove on his right hand. Chatfield gets back in the far corner. 39-22 shots on goal. Under 2 minutes remain. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Kept in at the blue line, but now Washington will get it out of their own end. And both teams getting line changes, taken in over the line, and tipped away out of their own end by Carolina. Taken at the red line again by Washington. Into the near boards. Wilson, I think. Yeah. Behind the net. Carolina has it. Sends it down the length of the ice into the near boards. They avoided the icing. And Washington on the counter, dumping from the red line. Carolina has it in their own end. 1:10 to go. Oh, why is my clock so far behind? Apologies. After the goal, I guess. 1 minute remaining in the third period. 2-2 game. Dumped in. Taken, I think, by Aho behind his own net. Up the far boards. And I think it was just a offside call. Yeah, it was not going to be a penalty because it was the linesman. All right, wow. Funny bounce off the near boards and then cleared by, camera operator not following the puck. Up the near boards, 30 seconds to go. Dumped in by Carolina. And now Washington slowly chips it ahead. They get a line change as well. 17 seconds to go. Dump in by Carolina. Both teams apparently just okay with heading to overtime. Yep, that's going to be it. Carolina has it in their own end. You'd think you wouldn't want to give up a point to your division rival, but that's it. We're at the end of 3. We head to overtime. All square up at 2-2. Free hockey. All right. Well, thanks for watching along with me. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. If you are, if you would do me a favor, hit the like button on the video and also consider hitting subscribe to the channel, because doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended, which will also help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. Thank you all in the chat, especially. Bucks get a field goal. They're up 10-7. Looks like we're at the 2-minute warning. Yep. Falcons ball, 1st and 10 at their own 45. Oh, yeah. Let's check in on there was, I think, Iowa State men real quick. 9:39 in the second half, 4-point game. Iowa State up 47-43 after being down 8 at half. They've actually taken a 4-point lead. Wow. Try to keep an eye on that one. All right, they'll switch ends. Still 39-22 on the shots. I think we got the Nick Dowd, but here's the Stan Coven goal. Yeah, off a line change. He gets a pass in the slot here. Yeah, and buries it glove side high to the near post past Thompson. Ehlers and Chatfield on the assist of Stan Coven's 6th goal of the year. Tied it with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Most overtime goals franchise history. Sebastian Aho with 17. All right, we're playing 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. It's sudden death. Miller, Stahl, and Walker out there for Carolina. I saw Chychrun out there for the Caps. Didn't see. It looks like Chychrun, Strome, and 26, who I think is Dowd, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Carolina in white going right to left. Washington in red going left to right. 4:47 to go in the overtime. Carolina into the far circle. Pass to the point. Now they cycle around into the near circle. Aho into the far circle. Drop pass. Another Aho has it again. They're just doing the ice capades out here, and now they will reset. Hey, Peter McPeter. Yeah, it's fine. Hockey goes pretty quick, even if, they head to overtime and a shootout. That's why I don't mind. NBA, on the other hand, holy crap. One overtime takes forever. Two's an eternity. All right, still nothing doing here. It's been Caps possession the entire overtime, though. Strome, Protas, and Chychrun for Washington. I don't think they've gotten a change yet, and they've been out there the whole time. Collision at the near boards and a breakaway all the way to the slot. Shot was wide. Wow, great chance for Strome of Washington. And Carolina has possession. Near circle. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Peter. Thanks for checking in. 3:12 to go in the overtime. Yeah, I guess I need to do some stats. See how many. I feel like we're at 50% by now with this run lately. Nothing doing. We got 3 minutes to go. Under 3 now. At the red line, Carolina tried to get one change. Finally, the Caps briefly had it in the far boards. We're going the other way. Into the near circle. Drop pass shot is blocked into the netting at 2:42. Yeah, only one shot on goal, I believe, in this overtime. But that was somehow by the Cat. Oh, yeah, the breakaway shot by Strome. Yeah, he went forehand, backhand. He just sent it wide unless somebody tipped it. That was definitely a block by Carlson on the last dash or last opportunity by Carolina. Yeah, we're a little bit cold right now. We're going to have a couple days in the 40s next week, though. But, yeah, we had some snow, but nothing too terrible. I did have my neighbor did. And let's see, Jordan Stahl got kicked out of the draw. My neighbor snowblowed the end of the driveway where the plows had plowed in for me, so that helped. And then the sidewalks, so I didn't have to do so much. And my wife helped me too. Up the near boards and into the near circle for Washington. They take it behind the net to the far circle. Not kept in at the blue line. 2:22 in the overtime period. Stahl, Svechnikov, and Gostishbear for Carolina. Drop pass over the red line into the O-zone. Ovi's out there for Washington. They pass it to him just outside the crease, and he couldn't slam it into the net. Good defense by Carolina. They say 39-24 shots on goal now. All right. Aho, drop pass, near circle. That shot is blocked by Ovi, I think. He takes it behind his own net. Now they pass it to Ovi. He sends it ahead. But the Caps had to tag up because they were offside. All right, Caps got a couple changes, and Carolina does now too. Pass to the far circle, picked off. If they hustle, they got a 2-on-1, 3-on-2. Pass deflected into the near boards. Great recovery by the Canes there. 1:07 to go in overtime. And Protas with it. Cross ice pass. And Chychrun has it. He's at the red line. Pass to Strome. Strome's pass to the near circle. Shot. Nice save by Bussey. Drop pass by the Canes. Under 45 seconds to go in the 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime. Canes trying to retreat to their own end again. They get it to Miller. Cross ice pass. 27 seconds to go. Taken in by Ehlers, near corner, behind the net, far corner. Circles all the way around. Goes around the net again. Pass to the near circle. That did nothing. And they take it to the far circle again. 4, 3, 2, shot blocked, and that is the end of overtime. And we head to the shootout. Now I need to open the overlay for shootout. All right, we will have Sabres against, who the heck are they playing? Canucks in about 23 minutes. We have a final in overtime. Knights 3, Flyers 2. Game winner by Mark Stone at his 6th of the year at 2:47 from Eichel. 8-4 Lightning over the Devils. Those are the only two finals as of now. All right. Carolina equals visitors. I'll catch up on Peter's comments. Washington is home. Whoops. It's the only 9 o'clock game. I don't miss those Deerfield games. Yeah, no kidding. January and February are usually the worst. Oh, sorry you got stuck. Yeah. No, Sabres have been playing better. I don't know about the Canucks, though. I know the Jets are struggling without Hellebuck. It's like all the Canadian teams are struggling. It seems like the Canadians are doing better, but they'll only go as far as their goalies can carry them because their goalies leave a lot to be desired. All right, we may get spoiler alerts on the shots, but here's the first shot from the slot. A forehand shot is blocked, so no goal. That was Bouvier, I think, that just got... He faked backhand and went forehand, and good save by Strome. So, yeah, so Bouvier's shot got saved. It's picked up and into the... Oh, backhander, what a move. Holy cow, 1-0 for Carolina. He faked him back and forth a couple times and just drew a string. It was Jarvis. Oh, what a deke. He had him going to the far pole, the left, and just on a string drew it back from the backhand to the forehand. Strome in the slot. He goes forehand. He gets it stuffed and saved by Bussey. So, yeah. 1-0 Hurricanes, and they're coming up with their second shot right now. All right. Into the near circle. Faked. Oh, he tried to go from forehand to backhand and sent it wide. That was Svechnikov. So we're through 2 shots. This is the third. Yeah, if Washington doesn't score here, it's over, though. Carolina wouldn't even need to take their third shot. All right, picked up over the blue line, far circle on the forehand, goes backhand, saved by Bussy, and that's it. Carolina gets the win on the road in the shootout. No goals given up by Bussy in the shootout, and Canes take the 2 points and get the win on the road. And they get the 3-2 win. Milano on the last shot tried to go forehand to backhand. I think he sent it high. I don't think Bussy made the save. Oh, no, he did. Oh, no, yeah, he saved it. Went straight up in the air, and it hit the back of the net, behind the net. That's what happened. Yeah, there's some confusion on what the heck happened, but yeah. All right, 3-2. Carolina is the final. Bless you, Sinbin Admin. In a shootout, 3-2. Carolina Hurricanes over the Washington Capitals. Jarvis with the only goal of the shootout. 39-25 final shots on goal. Here, we'll take down the shootout score. All right. Think that's going to do it for me because we are going to be back on the air in about 18 minutes anyways to get ready for Sabres and Canucks. One more final to pass along. Senators 6, Blue Jackets 3 in Columbus. And, well, this game. So 4 games are final. Football at half. Bucks got a field goal. It's Falcons 14, Bucks 13. And with 4:25 to go in the second half, 57-54, Iowa State leads at home over Iowa. All right. Sharks, looks like they may have just won it in overtime against the Leafs. They got a Klingberg goal, his 5th of the year at 18:35 to tie it at 2. So that game just went final. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Alex Wenberg, his 7th, 2:48 of overtime from Eklund. All right, that'll do it. Hope to see you again in like 16 minutes for the next game. If not, we got plenty of games coming up over the next few days. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, no worries, but thank you for popping in now. All right. Take care. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Hope to see you soon. And until then, take care and bye-bye.